BFTB Boxing, best fight the best. Just watched Rocky 3 last night, man. And all I could think about when Clubber Lang said, don't give him glory, give him guts. All I could think about is Anthony Joshua, man. Like, this man is literally on the cusp of greatness. He's on the cusp of greatness. He's right there. All he has to do is get over that fear in his heart. Because Anthony Joshua fears Deontay Wilder. And it's not like what people say, oh, well, you know, they're fighters. No fighters fear each other. That's not true. That's not true. Even Mike Tyson said it. He said there's always the fear of the unknown. You know, there's always the fear of you know, going into the fight. I mean, it's just a normal human trait. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you won't do your job because they get paid to fight, but there is some semblance, some little bit of fear that these fighters have. However small it is, it's there. But Anthony Joshua towards Deontay Wilder is different. This is the fear of another man. Like, this is the fear of I just fear this man, because there's no rhyme or reason as to why he is doing and saying the things that he is doing and saying. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You cannot justify this any other way. And I got these people on my Twitter. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, man. It's BFTB Boxing. Same thing as my YouTube page. But anyways, the things that this man is doing is just unbelievable, man. It's like you cannot say you are on the road to undisputed, but yet you don't want to fight the WBC heavyweight champion. And has Anthony Joshua come out and said those words, those exact words, I don't want to fight Deontay Wilder? No, he hasn't said that. And that is the only thing that's keeping these AJ weirdos and these other crazy casuals in the game right now, because he actually hasn't said those exact specific to the T and I dotted words. He hasn't said that. And that's what they're relying on, because they know that AJ fears Wilder. They know he does. But since he didn't say those exact and specific words, well then, you know, they can divert it in some way, shape, or form. But the man doesn't have to say, I'm not fighting Deontay Wilder. That he does not have to say that phrase, because his actions speak it. You know, the things that he says all around it speak it. You know what I'm saying? Now, he might not be talking about the cake itself, but he's putting icing on it. He's icing the cake. In some words, in some ways, literally icing. This nigga out of his own mouth said, if Deontay Wilder doesn't be quiet, I'm going to freeze him. I'm going to freeze him out. Well, how are you going to freeze him out and then be undisputed? I've yet to have anybody tell me how that's possible, because it's not possible. It's not possible. There is no undisputed heavyweight champion of the world without the WBC belt included. Even before the WBO belt even existed, there was no undisputed champion without the WBC title. You know what I'm saying? Like, Anthony Joshua legitly fears Deontay Wilder as a man. He fears him as a person. And I've been trying to wrap my head around what will cause him to say and do the things that he does. You know, in one sentence he says, no one knows Deontay Wilder. But then in the very next one, you know, he's talking about Alabama power. So, you know, just mocking the man. But you know him. You know him. You know what I'm saying? In one sentence, you're saying, oh, well, you know, the public needs to wait on this fight. You know, they need to build it. They need to build the fight. We need to build the fight. You know, this could be massive. It could be massive in front of 100,000. It could be massive. But then in the very next sentence, you're saying, you can't get in the ring because it's all hype. Well, what is building the fight? Building the fight, the very definition of building the fight is hyping the fight. That is the very definition of it. You hype the fight to build the fight. The build of the fight is all hype. Even if Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder go out and fight every other heavyweight on the planet, they beat everybody. There's no one left but them. The hype is still that fight. The hype that built that fight is the fact of them two, who is the best. That is the hype. So for Anthony Joshua in one breath to say, we need to build this fight, it could be massive. It could be massive in Cardiff, massive in Wembley in front of 100,000, massive. But then in the very next breath say, he can't get in the fight, it's all hype. You know, so you're saying, in order for this fight to happen, it needs to be built. But then you're saying, I'm not going to do or allow anything to build it. You know, that makes absolutely no sense. And then you say, see, these are the things right here that just like these UK fans and these AJ weirdos just push to the side as if they never happened, as if each individual statement stands on its own merit, when they don't. They're all a combination. They're all a package. They're all a foundation to that house. This man says he can't get in the ring without a signed contract. You can't do nothing without a signed contract. But then in the very next sentence you say, well, he's unrealistic. And he's unrealistic in living in fantasy land and what he wants and his demands. Well, what have you given him? Because to date, there has only been one-sided offers, and they've all come from Deontay Wilder. To date, Eddie Hearn has never given Deontay Wilder an offer. Anthony Joshua has never given Deontay Wilder an offer. Never. They never gave Parker an offer. Parker gave them an offer. And then they took the offer that he gave and they negotiated it down. They never gave Parker an offer. Parker gave them an offer. That's how it started out. And then the negotiations started out back and forth with offers, this and that. But they never just shot out and said, hey, Parker, we want to fight you and we're going to willingly give you this. No, Parker's team went to them and said 50-50. And then the negotiating started. The exact same deal that Deontay Wilder did. Deontay Wilder said 50-50 or no fight. That's negotiating 101. That's negotiation 101. But they took that as an out. I got an out. He said 50-50 or no fight. I got an out. And it's crazy because he's made 2 other offers since then. He's made 2. And these UK fans and these... Well, I'm not just going to say UK, because there's plenty of people in the UK that don't buy the bullshit. You know? It's these AJ weirdos. And these UK weirdos. The ones that are... No, it don't matter. It don't matter what AJ said. Don't matter. He's fighting in his second unification fight. Like, yo, man. They keep coming at me with this, well, how many unification fights did Deontay Wilder have? Deontay Wilder doesn't really want undisputed. He hasn't had one unification fight yet. Alright, cool. So let's use this analogy, right? Me, myself, I want to be a millionaire. I want to win the lottery, right? I tell everybody every day I want to win the lottery. But I refuse to buy a lottery ticket. I refuse to buy one. I'm not buying one. And anytime someone says anything about it, I always make a reason or an excuse on why I don't have to buy one. Well, that paper's not, I'm better than that paper. You know, that paper doesn't do anything for me. You know, I don't need that paper. I have plenty of paper in my office. You know what I'm saying? I got notebooks and notebooks of paper at my job. I don't need that paper. But I keep constantly saying I want to win the lottery. Constantly, but I do nothing about it. Nothing. I'm like, yo, like, and then I'm waiting. I wait, you know what I'm saying, for people to give me a lottery ticket. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for people to give me a lottery ticket. That's what Anthony Joshua does. That's what Anthony Joshua does. Deontay Wilder, on the flip side, is saying, I want to win the lottery. Here, store. Let me go to this store. Here's $1. Actually, there's $2 now. Here's $2. Give me a lottery ticket. And the store, a.k.a. Anthony Joshua, a.k.a. Joseph Parker, a.k.a. Tyson Fury, a.k.a. Vladimir Klitschko at the time, are all making reasons on why they won't give me that ticket, on why they won't sell me that ticket. Oh, well, you only got $2 in your pocket. That's all you got is $2. I'm not giving you this lottery ticket. You only got $2. Hey, if you had $50 in your pocket, I would give you this lottery ticket. But I ain't giving you this lottery ticket right now. You only got $2 in your pocket. Well, so the fuck what if he only got $2 in his pocket? So he wants the ticket. He wants it. This is absolutely pathetic to me, man. Like, what you guys don't realize, and I said it before, I'll say it again. Anthony Joshua is the cash cow. How many people wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather? How many people want to fight Canelo? They're the cash cows. There is a reward for their risk. That is the norm of boxing. That's the norm. There's a reward for your risk. So you take the risk that has an equivalence of an award. Right? That's the norm of boxing. That's the norm. However, Deontay Wilder has stated numerous times what it is that he wants. He wants undisputed. He wants all the belts. He tried to fight Joshua several times for years. Joshua continually turns him down. He tried to fight Parker. He was negotiating with Parker. Parker turned him down. He tried to fight Fury before Fury was the damn unified, because he was never undisputed, before he was the unified champion. He tried to fight Fury. Fury picked Christian Hammer. You know, he wanted to fight Vlad. He told Vlad, I'll fight me and come fight me in the U.S. Vlad said, and his fans said, who do you think you are? You don't make demands. You don't make demands. And then they said, well, the world wants to see Deontay Wilder just fight somebody. That's what he said. That's what Vladimir Klitschko said. Mind you, he was in talks with Bermane Stiverne to pay Deontay Wilder step-aside money so that they could become undisputed. But as soon as Wilder won, all that shit went out the window. Like, Vlad never sought out Wilder to fight him. Never. Never one time. Not once. He just said, yeah, I'd fight Wilder. But the fans want to see him fight somebody. You know, his team is just holding him back, blah, blah, blah. Well, how come you didn't press that? Vlad, how come you didn't press it? How come you didn't say, Deontay Wilder, I want that belt? You're holding my last belt. I want it. When are we fighting? You never said that. Never. You never even attempted to fight this man. You just allowed the public to say Deontay Wilder is a bum and he's not fighting anybody. He needs to fight somebody. But the people that he needs to fight, it's fine for them to not fight him. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None. It makes no sense whatsoever. Vladimir Klitschko, you never tried to fight Deontay Wilder. Never. You sparred him countless amount of times, and you knew the work you was going to get. You never tried to fight him. Tyson Fury, you turned Deontay Wilder down, and you picked Christian Hammer. Deontay Wilder called you out. You decided to fight Christian Hammer instead. You didn't have to fight neither one of them. It was a voluntary defense. You was already the WBA mandatory. But you picked Christian Hammer over Deontay Wilder. That is a fact. Anthony Joshua, you could have fought Deontay Wilder several times already. You fear this man. You know what he's about. That's why you don't want that work. That's why you're going in every other direction. That's why you're allowing your fans to babysit you. You're allowing your fans to say, well, he's only had X amount of fights. You know, he's got 20 fights. He's got this amount of fights, and he's got that amount of fights. He doesn't need to fight Deontay Wilder yet. But then in the very same breath, you, Anthony Joshua, you are using Deontay Wilder's name. You're using Deontay Wilder's reputation. You're using that for your hype because your ass is the one talking about road to undisputed. You want undisputed. How the fuck you plan on doing that without fighting Deontay Wilder? Yes, I said it. You are using Deontay Wilder's name. You are using Deontay Wilder's hype. You are stealing that for yourself. You're saying you want undisputed, but you're not fucking trying to fight the guy that has the belt that you need. You're trying to fight everybody else. You're trying to go the easy route. That's what you're trying to do. The easiest route possible. And now you have the audacity to be calling out Tyson Fury. And it's crazy. It's another reason why I say Anthony Joshua fears Deontay Wilder as a man. He fears him as a man, not just as a boxer. He fears this dude as a man. You know what I'm saying? They say Deontay Wilder's trying to get in the ring. He's like, I'm going to freeze this dude out, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to let him in the ring, yada, yada, yada. It's all hype. But when they say Tyson Fury is going to walk Parker out to the ring, and how do you feel about that? Because Fury would be inside of the ring. He's like, oh, well, I'll punch him out of the ring. But you didn't say that about Deontay Wilder. You're like, I'm not letting him in the ring. But to Tyson Fury, you say you'll punch him out of the ring. Why didn't you say you'll punch Deontay Wilder out of the ring? Why didn't you say if Deontay Wilder gets in the ring, I'm going to punch him out of the ring? Fear. Deep-seated internal fear. Best fight the best boxer, man, and I'm out.